Hello everyone, I'm Arbas. I make a presentation about IE297 internship. I did my internship at Aselsan in production planning department between June 24 and August 5, 2024. I will start with the company description. Aselsan is a leading organization in Turkey's defense industry. It was founded in 1975. The company's aim is to meet the communication needs of the Turkish armed forces with national resources and produce reliable products. So the company's customer is always military. Aselsan have 10 campuses, and I did my internship in Ankara. This is the company's organization structure. Aselsan has 5 head sectors, and I did my internship the sector of microelectronics, guidance, and electro-optics. This is the products that produced in there. In here, I worked electronic card production. This is the picture of electronic card PCB. The second picture that shows the area of the production and assembly line. This is the process chart of the electronic card production. The problem starts in here. It is a decision. The raw materials sent split way or unsplit way. Raw materials are used in electronic cards production. The necessary components for electronic cards are placed in raw materials. Raw materials are produced in a certain length. Aselsan works with 4 external companies for card production and also has an internal production line. Problem definition part. The problem here is related to raw materials. A certain size of raw material cannot be produced because of different cards are constantly produced in the production line. For example, there are 3 meters of raw materials and 4 meters, 3 meters raw material for card A and 4 meters of raw material for card B. There are 2 ways sent these raw materials to the subcontractor company. First scenario is raw materials are split into required amounts and sent to the company. So it's split it will be split both 3 meters and 4 meters. Second scenario is raw materials are sent to the company without split, but it causes some problems. The problem causes by first scenario are high labor costs and damage the components. So split is extra labor costs. The problem causes by second scenario are raw materials that are not returned and waste of time. The main problem to be solved is to minimize the number of raw material costs. For this purpose, I aimed for a solution that calculates whether the raw material will be sent without being cut or not, so sent split way or unsplit way. In methodology part, I create a mathematical model. I solve this model with GAMS. The aim is to minimize the cutting of raw materials and the cost. This is the our models. Data's raw materials are I from 1 to 100, firms are J from 1 to 5. Our parameters, we have 3 parameters with Dij, IE, and M, big M. Dij, the amount of material I for firm J, big I, the amount of material I in the stock, and big M. Decision variables, Xij and Yij are positive variables. They show the amount of unsplit and split material. Fij, Tij, Ui, and Bij are binary variables. In equations part, we have 10 equations with 9 constraints. First equations is objective function. Our goal in here is to minimize the cost of split, so minimize the number of cuts. The first constraint shows the materials that sent cannot exceed the stock. The second and third constraints is decision constraints. They show the material are sent split way or unsplit way. The fourth constraint shows that the material cannot send to the same firm with both split and unsplit way. The constraint 5 shows that if the demand is not met from the stock, the material sent unsplit way. The constraint 6 shows that if the demand is less than or equal to 10,000, it will be sent unsplit. Constraint 7 shows that if the total demand is greater than or equal to stock, it is sent unsplit. The constraint 8 shows the positive variables and 9 shows the binary identifiers. In the result part, the optimal value given by GAMS was 1,025,000 TL. This is the result of labor that I minimized. The project is still a work in progress, so it's possible to further optimize the results. In conclusion, during my internship at Aselsan, I learned lots of new information about the defense industry. I gained new experiences. I worked at electronic card production line. I created a model and I solved this model with games. My aim is to increasing efficiency and decreasing the cost. Thanks to this experience, I gained lots of new information about many subjects, especially defense industry. And thank you for listening.